Hey guys, Eli Copperman here with another film review. Even though it's been 2 weeks, I finally saw Finding Dory, and it was good. Not great, but good. I definitely enjoyed most of it. In terms of Pixar making sequels, I've always been polarized on it, but thankfully, this film has come along and proved to me that they can still do good sequels. I mean, come on, people. Sequels aren't automatically bad. Jeez. But with that said, you might be wondering what my thoughts on the film are. Well, I'll tell you. Now, I love the first film. It's probably one of my childhood favorites. I loved it for its charm, witty humor, beautiful animation, and memorable characters. But I was thinking, what can you possibly do with a sequel? Well, recently, but nonetheless. But when I finally saw the film, despite not having much expectations for it, it surprised me for the most part. In terms of what I thought of it as a whole, I will admit some of the film did kind of remind me of the first film with some plot elements. That is common in sequels. I just didn't really like how they did it. But that does not mean they didn't do anything original. Even though the film does do some things with Dory, just like how Marlin was trying to search for Nemo, they did offer some new characters who really had their own unique personalities and played off each other really well. And it even helps that they go for some really good comedy, even if the humor can be more hit or miss. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Dory in this film more than I did in the first film.
Yeah, big shocker.
But no, I'm serious. Since spoilers, this is a movie about her trying to recover where her family is from since she was separated from them a long time ago. We learn more and more about her past and how she got to Marlin and Nemo in the first place. And she becomes pretty three-dimensional in this. As for Marlin and Nemo, they're alright, I guess. Like, they have their funny moments, and I still like the voice acting. But Nemo's just more forgettable, and often Marlin will kind of feel like himself from the first film. But I do like all the recurring characters. From Dory's goofy little nearsighted friend, Destiny, to the other beluga whale, Bailey, to the British sea lions, Fluke and Rudder, who are alright, I guess. They're funny, but not too essential to the plot. And then there's the octopus, Hank. I saved him for last because, boy, is he probably the best character in the movie. Okay, the second best, but still. Even though he does, at the beginning, follow that typical Pixar cliche of the duo not getting along and then they do, not only does he have a really good goal in mind by going somewhere beyond his dreams, but the animation on him. Oh my god, it is amazing! Pixar has always done a really good job with certain characters in animation, but this is one big example because, wow. Not only does he move just like how an octopus should with the rubbery animation, but the animators did such a good job on the rendering by having him camouflage everywhere and having him get squished around, and it's just so well done. You really gotta see it to believe it. I can't do it justice, folks. Speaking of the animation, Pixar, you never fail to amuse me. Not only is the ocean itself still as beautiful as before, but the characters all move really well and their designs fit them perfectly. Although I think the design of Baby Dory does look a little uncanny. Not as uncanny as Arlo from The Good Dinosaur, but still. It's also nice that, again, spoilers, they actually go out of the ocean and more on bay in an aquarium in the movie, and the aquarium does look pretty good. It looks unique, it looks well crafted, and we see a lot more fish. But I think the flashback scenes are probably the best edited in the whole movie. It gives off some great intensity and more explanations of Dory's past. And although I will admit, many of the sad scenes were a little cliched, they still worked. And you know what? I wouldn't be lying if I said that I almost thought they were going to go the dark route. It wasn't too dark, but it was dark enough. That and the moral of the movie, to always find a way even if you're completely unsure of what to do, especially if you're not the most well stable, is just perfect. Bravo. So overall, while the film itself didn't really need to be made, and it does come with a few unoriginal moments, especially from the first film, I still enjoyed Finding Dory for its beautiful animation, witty humor, lovable characters I have known and loved for quite some time, and well done moral. And being a Pixar film, it does come with a short film called Piper, which is really good as well. It's visual storytelling at its finest and most adorable. So overall, I give Finding Dory a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely a recommendation for fans of the movie. Just don't expect it to be as compelling or even as good as the original. Oh, and if you haven't seen the first movie, don't watch this just yet. Wait, you haven't even seen the movie? What the Water Nutter? Alright, that'll be it for now. I'll see you guys later. I have a special video coming up next Friday, and until then, see you later, guys. And thanks for watching.